So I just finished Inner Warrior 3 days ago, and I feel tired right now, but I'm still called to film this video and kind of complete this journey, which I feel is kind of complete now after 3 days that I did Inner Warrior, and I've redone a few of the exercises to go a little bit deeper into some of the core shadow. And I've learned that my core shadow of basically being afraid to speak my truth or be out in the world completely comes from a deeper place of not being welcomed on in this realm, not being wanted when I've tried in the past to bring a certain consciousness or a certain message to kind of raise the consciousness of humanity. And this is not just from this life. So that I don't have all the details. It just felt when I was doing the exercise, it was transmuting a lot of pain, whether it's in my ancestral line or for whatever reason, I just felt, a lot of fear and pain, just of that pain of persecution. So it's just like violence. When you feel like your intentions are good and you're trying to bring something good, to be so rejected by the entire society, the entire humanity is so discouraging. And after, if you come, after life, or even in a certain lifetime, you just give up, right? You just, so that's the energy that I'm feeling and I'm transmuting and putting into the collective with the feminine. And it's really saying, no, right now, we don't have a choice. We have to wake up. Humanity needs us, and it is our time. Our time is now. So it's just not a matter of anymore having a choice. It's just a matter of come to do this, and we can only do this together. So that's why this work, doing the Inner Warrior has really grounded me, has embodied me. I really feel like I can arrive into something, into some work that's beyond me and that is effective, that works, and that is absolutely needed, and that is pretty much a historic moment that we're going to look at later and be like, oh my God, we did it. So it is a lot of work, but it is so fulfilling. It's just, if you're totally connecting to your purpose and connecting to why you've come here, you just can't, why would you do anything else? It's absolute alignment. So that's what I feel with finishing Inner Warrior as opposed to the beginning, is that I'm absolutely embodied and grounded, and I feel aligned with my purpose here, and transmuted a lot of fear, and a lot of what I feel right now is like I need to film this as I'm tired, because I feel tired from many times of trial and error, right? But you don't give up. I think a soul doesn't give up deep down somewhere. That's why I'm here, right? We don't give up, because if we've come here to do something, there's a reason, and we've come at this time to do it together. And so I feel very connected um, to a group, that group or whatever that is, to that energy that's come to do that. And very grateful to be part of that. And then I've realized that, once you start working with this kind of work, it's, when last night, a lot, like the energy kind of took over before I was going to bed, and it started to do things on its own. And it's almost like you kind of surrender. You can't really stop it, even though I was tired. I'm like, but it just energizes you anyways. It's an interesting kind of thing. Even if you're not sleeping, it still energizes you. So that just feels like when you're passionate about something, it feels like, and it's something that's kind of beyond you. So with the energy, the experience was so beautiful in terms of it felt that it was transmuting a lot any other blocks that were left. And this time it wasn't just in the solar plexus. I was feeling it, in my jaw on the left, more kind of transmuting the feminine or any anger around that. And it was cleansing all my left side, cleansing all my right side. Then I would feel like buzzing in my ears, but at alternative times. So it'd be like the right one, and then it would kind of download some energy on all right side of my body, and same thing, then it would go to the left and do the same thing. And after a while it started going from the right, which I felt kind of like symbolic of the divine masculine, going and then merging in my solar plexus, which had been opening. It's kind of in the navel, and then the left side of the body was doing the same thing and then would merge into the solar plexus. And it's almost like I was like balancing, the two energies were balancing and just meeting each other inside like my center, or the solar plexus. And then at the end of it, it felt like I was so grounded on the earth, but that groundedness or that energy or that medicine from the earth would go into my tummy, into my navel, and then from the navel it would connect to my throat. So speaking from that place of being completely here, completely embodied, but connected to that core, connected to more of my soul work. So that was, that's how I fell asleep, and then it just came kind of from there. It just kind of integrated into my heart, and then I had a deep sleep. But those are just some examples of the things that have been going on. There's just so much going on, and it seems like every minute is different. Like every, not minute, but every day, every hour is something is changing, or it's new anyway. And so I just feel that, although I'm very tired right now and I'm gonna go to bed and it's a full moon, um, I feel a certain vitality that's beyond like the body. I just feel like there's an energy that's kind of circulating, which just gives me that, when you're a kid and you feel that joy, you feel that vitality, like you just feel like you're a kid again, even though my body's older. But it's a beginning. It definitely feels like a beginning, and there's a lot more I'm feeling in my solar plexus. There's this, I feel so humbled. I'm like, what else awaits? But I don't feel scared at the moment to move forward in the journey. um, I feel I don't really have a choice at this moment. Yeah. But not in a bad not in a bad way. It's more like a surrendered um, acceptance and awe. Yeah. So thank you.